Hello, welcome to the TV room. David Bradley here. I have brought this SuperPET up, and it's heavy. It's heavy, which leads me to think maybe it's a 3-board, maybe it's a 2-board, but there's no way to tell without opening it. But then I first glanced, and I thought it was serial number 165, but it's actually not. It's SP0008-165, which means I think it was a little later along, which means it's probably the 2-board. And for those of you who are not aware, when the SuperPET first came out, and it was a collaboration of Commodore and the University of Waterloo, my gut tells me Commodore didn't have a memory board. And in the development of all this, they used somebody's memory board. And then they said, right, okay, so we have the main board, we have the other board, another board on top of that, that's where the memory is, and that's what we do, and we hook it all together through connectors, and it works, and it's dandy. Mind you, apparently, like Rudy talked to somebody who was involved in the design, and he said, yeah, we really needed a fan. The thing ran too hot. And it does. Anyway, so here's the machine. I'm just looking in the back. It's a model number 9000. Made in the USA. Caution, high voltage inside. Don't do it. Don't do it. And it did come from House of Computers Inc. Sales and Service, 368 Eglinton Avenue West at Avenue Road, Toronto, Ontario, M5N 182-416-482-4336. It's certainly not there anymore. Don't call them. And definitely, this machine looks like it has, it's just, if you've watched, you've heard me say it's the filth of the ages. It's not dirty. It's just, the thing has been around now, probably for 45 years. Oh, I shouldn't plug that in yet, because I gotta turn it around. I do. I must turn it around and say, okay, so here is the SuperPET. And if you notice, this thing here is the thin thing. This part of the case is not so thick. And I don't know why they did that, but they did that. Oh. Now, oh my God. In the midst of all that disaster with the flood, there it is. I set aside a Phillips screwdriver. So, this machine has never been opened. Ever. So, we're gonna tip it up. Make sure we're clear of things. I'm gonna look and say, oh yeah, there's the big juicy screws from Commodore. Short things with a big head. Ah! No, you're not getting away. I don't know if you can see this, but there. Ah. There's one of the screws. Now, I'm going to put that with all these other ones that got drenched. And then, with great care, okay, it's coming. So this is the moment of truth. Almost, anyway. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm not going to open it yet. I'm not going to open it. I got to set it down. Gotta set it down. Oh, yeah. Let me glance over here. Okay, it's set. Oh, it's right now. It's set on 6809. There are switches on the side. I want it on 6502. Okay, you know what I got to do? I've just got to. I said I might. I'm going to grab this other microphone. I'm going to set it down. What's going on here? I should do my thumb thing. And we're going to call Rudy. So, funny thing is, cool thing, I like this. It's a microphone. I can set it on the phone. Make sure that the volume is up, and then press Rudy, put him on speakerphone, and we should be able to hear him quite wonderfully.
Hello, David.
Rudy. So, I am recording. I had a little bit of a setback. I had a bit of a spill.
Uh-oh.
Not me. I didn't fall down. I spilled something on the table, so I had to go through all the trouble of that. Anyway, I did plug in and turn on the 2031.
Okay.
It appears to be okay. But of course, I didn't have it hooked up to anything, but it does the right things.
Excellent.
So, but I have just removed the screws.
Oh.
But I have not peeked inside. Now, I think I sent you a message and I thought, oh, it looks like it has a really low serial number.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not quite as low as I thought it was. There was an 8 that, just glancing at it, I thought was a 0.
Oh.
So it's like 8179. It does also have the skinny case. Like, it doesn't have the sticker thing or the logo thing.
Right.
Is the kind of shorter version.
I see.
And it's a little bit off at the corners, but not bad. But anyway, so this machine, as I've been telling the people, has not been opened in probably maybe about 45 years.
Wow. Well, let's crack it open and see what happens.
Okay, the screws are out. It's time. What do you think, Rudy? 2 or 3 board?
2.
Okay. I'm lifting the case. I think you're right. I'm lifting the case. Here we go, people. 45 years. By the way, Rudy, I found it very heavy.
Uh-huh.
Very heavy, which could mean a 3 board. But we won't know until I do this. Aha! And now there's something in the way. Hang on, I gotta move the pad a little bit. There's a box in the way. Okay. Aha! I'm taking out the little arm.
Right.
It's a 2 board.
A 2 board, see?
Yep.
I guess
and
correct.
It does look some dusty, and there is some residue down below, but nothing, terrible. Mostly, I think, dust.
Good.
Dust happens.
Look under the monitor. Is there anything from there sticking out?
No, I don't see any rat's nest or anything.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, it is. So now, all right, let's be brave. Now, it's been a while since I've turned one of these on, but so basically I have to have it in the 6502 on the back switch.
You can have it either way, but that's what I would start with, yes.
Okay, and does it matter on the front switch or not?
Just leave the read right.
Okay. All right. I gotta get... don't fall and chop my fingers off. Okay, I'm turning it so I can get the power cable in. And the power switch is off. Okay. The power cable is in. I'm going to twist this back around. And then I think I'm going to put the lid back down. Move the phone with Rudy on it. Twist a little bit so we can see this a little better. And it's time for power. So as I was telling him, I think 50-50 on the 8032, 50-50 on the SuperPET, which means 25%.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. It's time. Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Flick the switch to 6809.
Okay.
Leave it on and switch it. See if it does anything.
I don't hear anything.
Either one? Nothing?
No.
The power's on? Have you checked the fuse on the back?
Nope. You know what? It's fine. Okay, I turned it off. I'm just going to listen. You know what? It's funny. I'm hearing a funny noise.
Like a hum?
From the power bar over here.
Mm-hmm.
Like a clicking. That's weird.
So you were right. 25% is like it's.
Oh dear.
So you're so happy that it's not working now?
Oh well, that's just because I knew that would make Rudy happy. Okay. Oh dear, people. We're not happy. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little wee screwdriver. Assuming this is a little wee screwdriver that's wee enough, and I'm gonna try and unplug it. Oh, I know what that noise was on the power bar. Don't worry, it was nothing. I have this weird power bar, and it has two sides to it.
Yep.
And half of it doesn't work unless the master thing on the other side, it has something on it that's turned on. So basically you can have one thing that then turns on a whole bunch of things. So it's got 1, 2, 3, it's got 12 outlets. 6 of them are live. 6 of them are only live when the main one is live. It's weird. So what I was hearing, because I have this thing plugged in to the main thing, what I was hearing was the power bar just saying, oh, I can turn on the other switches now. All right, so the fuse is good. And obviously, if the thing thinks that I was turning it on, it was getting some feedback that, oh yeah, you have power there. So, all right, I'm going to put the fuse back in. Oh yeah. And then put the power cord back in. Try again. And I'm now trying to peek in the back to see if I have any signs of life from the monitor. But on these ones here, it's kind of hard to see. And you know what? I don't hear that kind of monitor sound.
You might have to leave it on for a few moments because it's got to,
Yep.
all the capacitors need to be charged up.
They do.
They've been charged up in, 40 years, so it's gonna, might need to, start.
Yep. Anyway, I'm hearing no chirping. I'm seeing the other thing that I guess I should, well, there's no way it would be, nothing inside here should be unplugged because no one's ever unplugged anything, but I will open things up here. Oh, come on, you. I'll open it up. Put up the holder. Okay, I'm hearing a buzzing. So I guess what I will do is just jiggle connectors and things because, of course, there could be corrosion. Micro corrosion is the enemy. And, of course, I can't really get at the main circuit board much for anything that might be socketed because there's a SuperPET on top of it. But one thing I can do, somewhat, sort of, but not very well, is I guess I can gently tweak, I guess the two, if I can. It's hard to see in here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the chip thing underneath. Okay, we got it underneath one of the, either the 6809 or the 6502. And I'll do the same to the other one. I'll tweak it a bit. And I'm not taking it all the way out.
Yeah.
But I've shifted it enough that it should be happily reseated. And happily reseated. And I'm going to wiggle that back connector that comes up from the bottom board. And I'm looking at it to see if there's any signs of it, like having damage or anything. And I don't see any. Ooh. No, that was nothing. Anyway, so pulled one of the power things off of the upper board.
Oh,
it's all right. Put it back on. Well, I'll turn it on.
give it a try.
And she don't go. The other thing that's kind of disturbing is oftentimes, you leave them on for a bit.
Yeah.
And then when you turn them off, if the monitor is working and lit up, it will even give a little, like the dot in the middle or something to show that, yeah, I'm on. And I'm going to leave this on for a little longer. And I'm going to carefully take my water bottle rather than my Coke that I was having earlier that I spilled all over the table.
Oh. Well, if it's still not working after a couple more things, then pull out the SuperPET board and put the 6502 into the 8032 motherboard and power it up, see if it comes up that way.
Yep. I have it on for a moment. I've had it on, maybe. I don't know if it's been a minute. But I'm going to turn it off and look at the monitor and see if I see anything. And I don't think I do. I'm going to turn it back on.
Could be bad video RAM.
Could be, but usually, even if the monitor is doing nothing, you'll hear something. Even if it's not getting a signal and can't get a signal.
You hear the high power frequency,
and
high power voltage going through.
Yeah, I don't think I do. Okay, so I've just closed it up again. I'm going to turn it off and just watch it.
You could also plug in the Pet Companion.
The Pet Companion. Yes, indeedy. Let's see here. I'm going to watch real close to see. I'm really close to the monitor now. See if any little green. Oh, you know what else? Wait a second here.
The brightness control.
The brightness control in the back. Oh, it doesn't want to turn. And it doesn't really have a screwdriver thing. Holy mum. Okay, now I'm turning it. Okay, I think it might have been turned down some. I don't know. I turned it, well, one way. I think the up way. Okay, let's see. I see nothing. Nothing. I see nothing. I hear nothing. Oh, dear.
Well, like I said, the next step would be to pull out the SuperPET daughter board and take the CPU out, pop it in the main board, and push all the socket chips down.
Yep. Yep. Sounds most reasonable.
Yeah, and then you can look at my menu manual.
Yes. In terms of the SuperPET board, there's even usually when you were doing things, how many ROMs do you remember that would often be in socketed as opposed to that were not?
On the SuperPET side?
Yeah, the SuperPET side.
None of them are socketed. I think, wait a minute, where's the socket? I think the first three, so from left to right, I think those were socketed. Or maybe not. No, I think they're not socketed.
Well,
I think they're all soldered to the board.
On this one, I'm just going to try and loosen it. One of them, the first one on the left, is in a socket. I will give it a little tweak. And I will try again, and nothing will happen, of course.
Yeah, you gotta get that SuperPET board out to see which board is not working, if it's the main board.
Yep.
Or the SuperPET board.
Yep.
Because one or the other can stop the whole thing from working, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm just checking which way do... Yeah, I have the switch in the 6502. Maybe I'll turn it on and give... Because now it's had a little more power. I'll switch it here and there. Just for fun. And I'm finding nothing. So, 25%. Sometimes you get 25% 100% of the time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
all right. Well, now I will take the SuperPET board out, and then, then I'll be able to see. Obviously, I can see the circuit board better then, and see if I see anything obvious.
And pull all the chips out, put some deoxit, and put them back in. Or initially, you just press all the chips back down, right?
Yep.
But I think you have to pull them out and clean them, the sockets, with some deoxit.
Yep.
And give it another try.
Yep. Yep.
Right,
well, they don't always work.
That's okay.
They do
You
not.
have the technology to make it better.
Oh, yes, we have. For those that don't know, Rudy has made 2 manuals for the SuperPET, and one for the 2-board version, one for the 3-board version. And it's just been freshly updated, because there's always more to learn.
Always.
Always more. All right, well, thanks, Rudy.
Well,
I guess keep me
posted what's going on.
I guess I won't be testing the 2031 with this anytime. Actually, there's another thing I might do before I sort of rip things apart just for fun. Because if I plug in the 2031 and connect it, and have it turned on, and then turn the machine on, a sign that something is actually happening inside is that the drive resets.
Same thing with a tape drive. You can plug a tape drive.
That's true. You hear that little. I'll think about that. I will think about that.
Okay, good luck.
Okay.
Oh, don't forget, you can always plug in that diagnostic board into it too, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I think there's something, you got to get to the point where something's coming on the screen. So,
well, it may be that I must refer to the pet companion, because I don't think I am hearing any. Like, usually there's that little gasp from the monitor, and I don't think I hear anything.
Well, with the pet companion board, you'll know if it's the monitor or the board, right?
Yes, indeedy.
But there's no chirping or anything. Yeah, I would pull the top board off, pull out chips that are socketed off the 8032, squirt some deoxit, and put them all back and try it again.
Yep.
I mean, 40 years of corrosion and dust. Right? It could be just that. Or it could be something more, like maybe it's video RAM. Could be other things, right?
Could be anything.
We got to get that going first.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yep. Okay.
All right, buddy.
We'll be in touch. Oh, yeah.
And we shall talk later.
Oh, yes. Carry on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay, so yeah. And you do remember from before that I'm pretty tired. So I think I'm going to pull out the power cord. I think. And this stuff behind isn't helping. And I can always turn this light inside a bit. I just don't want to do any foolish mistakes. I don't. So, while we're here, because we can. Oh, man. That is a tight screw. One screw. It's funny, considering all things. Oh, holy mama. So you don't want to strip the heads. So you got to push down with some level of tremendous force. I think there's just 4. Oh. Anyway, we've been in here a long time. Oh, that one is. Oh, no. It is not wanting to immediately come out. All right. I'm going to turn this a little bit more. I'm going to see if I can get this. Okay. I'm going to take off. Oh, man. There. Keyboard connector off. This should now go. Alright, maybe I do want this disc thing behind it. There. And now I can get a good downward push. There we go. There's that satisfying pop. Ah, I dropped the screw. Oh well, alright, we'll get it out. We'll get it out. Alright. So, 4 screws, although I only have 3 of them. And then there's these 2. Oh, there's a power connector thing that comes up. And I don't really want to and then there's the switch thing. I don't want to really disrupt the cable on the end here. I don't really want to. So I think what I'm going to do is yank on the cable to get it out. By the way, I don't trust these pins on this thing. I really don't. So there's a little bodge wire on the bottom. Right, where'd it go? Little red wire. So this is also dusty. Computer side. What version is this? Oh. SuperPET Combo 80 Assembly 9000007. I don't know what Rudy had. Okay. Get out of my beard. I'm going to set this down over here, out of the way. And I'm going to look inside and with some level of disgust and say, oh, look at that. Like, not much of anything is socketed. That is disturbing. It is. And then, do I really want to steal the 6502 out of the upper board? Do I really? I'm not so sure. But right here, we have some BIC 20 chips that I have taken out. And I'm pretty sure that in here there's a 6522 and a 6502. So they're kind of mingling here. 6502. Shouldn't matter. That was the beautiful thing about how we can use things. Yeah, there's a little bit of a bend on that pin. But I'm thinking, well, I have established where the witness mark is, and that this 6502 should be very happy to go inside, I think. It's kind of hard to see. It is. But I think I have it in okay. Where's the power cord? Okay, so here it is, just an 8032, no SuperPET board, with a borrowed 6502. Time for power. Not really. Well, now that I can get at things, I guess I could touch things, see if I find anything of the major chip variety that is getting so hot at this moment that it would make my finger hurt. No, not really. Not really. There's an awful lot of chips in here. There are many chips. So it does look like Rudy's just been working on a diagnostic board for the 8032. Might be a good time to check it out. The other thing, of course, in all this diagnostic-y stuff, I like to be able to eliminate things. Like, for example, is this power supply happy? I don't know. It's not, like, nothing's getting incredibly warm. Oh, made a funny little noise when I pushed on it. And these things, I think, like these things, I mean, nothing feels incredibly warm. Okay. So, I think I will turn this off. And I will unplug it. And I will bring the SuperPET over here. Oh, I see more writing. Fab number 9000008, revision B. Did I say this already? Artwork number 9000017, revision B. Okay, so there's writing on both sides. One thing I do notice looking on here is there are RAM chips, the ones with the gold stuff on the top. And I think I see a little sign of rust on there. But you see, with this removed, it shouldn't affect what's going on down here. It should not. So I'm going to set that down. And I think I will send a message to the, I've unplugged this, good. Put this inside, oh, put this back in its little holder. Make sure everything is just fine. And I'll close it up. Oh, I know what I need to do. Whoa, don't do that. There's a, yeah, don't worry, the one screw is not doing any harm here. It's just on the black thing. I'm going to squirt it out the back of the board, I think, if I can. I don't want to leave it in there. There's a little lip on the case. So, did I get it out? Nope, it just flipped for it. What the hell? If this flipped farther underneath. I want it out. I don't want that to be causing trouble. So, tip it up. Tip it up. Oh, come on. I don't see it. Oh, God. Is it just sitting there laughing at me now? All right. I don't want to forget this. Stand by. Oh, okay. I am up. Okay. Well, I see some dust. How could that get stuck in there so badly, so quickly? Oh, I can't do the phone right now. Hang on. Do I see any sign? No. This is disturbing. Can anything just be simple? Oh, and these things are in tight. All right. There's a call coming in. I cannot take it. It must be stuck somewhere. Okay, one last thing. It doesn't want to come out the back. And it doesn't want to move on the side. Ow, 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 ow. Maybe if I tip it right up like this. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Ah. Okay. There. Got it. That was weird. The screw is out. The 4 screws necessary to get this going. And see these, we'll have to do a tour in here. But I can't do it now. I just can't do it. I'm beat. I've been up for a very long time. So, the drive might work. The SuperPET at this moment, not really. So we have diagnostics, we have pet companions, we have all kinds of things we can do. But, yeah. Oh, no, there's a sticker here on the side. It's fun. Oh, I'm sure. No, I'm going to wait to get some goo gone on that. All right. That's it for now. I think I need a nap. And then I will see what I can see. So here it is. A SuperPET board. And keep in mind, these little pins, I don't like them. They've not, now, certainly they're never supposed to come out. They don't feel terrible, but I may get a machine socket and put it on there before I put that back in. I'll see. I'll see. Oh, okay. Tired. Sleepy, tired. So thanks for coming. Have a lovely day. And next time I see you, maybe we'll be doing more stuff to this. Maybe. Maybe. I'm thinking the screen is not alive. But I don't think that would keep the machine from chirping. I just don't think so. There's the connector that goes up there. I don't think that matters. I think it would chirp if I was dead or alive. And it's doing nothing. Okay. I gotta rest. Have a lovely day. Thanks for coming. The adventure begins. David Bradley, I'm your host. Signing off.